Greetings, everyone, according to your time zone. Welcome to the 118th segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat Life Changing Reality Tonic. Yes. Honorable Ambassador Buzopat Osiwe is still your host, and we are on this platform where we embrace our truth that leads to our freedom. Yes. Whenever you come across this video, I always plead that you subscribe if you have not, like, share to your contacts, and then drop a comment for me, please. Today, we'll be talking on the topic, all is valuable. Yes, all is valuable. Do you know that people who work behind the scenes don't always get the credit that they deserve? Yes, they don't. In life, most people want to be in the limelight. Most people want to be seen. Most people want to be in the front line. Most people just want to be there for in the eyes of everybody, honestly, and they dread to be behind the scene. Seriously, you know why? Because they dread it because whatever happens behind the scene is hardly known by people. People really do not know who are those that are working behind the scene, what happened behind the scene. All we want to know are those we see. Our society doesn't recognize those who push others from behind. No, getting attention feels good, honestly, but the truth is that it motivates as well. But we must understand that nobody in life can start a thing and finish it without the help of another person. It's not true. Even if he's listening ear, even if it's advice, even when they don't give you money, it counts. Honestly, it does. Let's take football field for an example. Really, from the captain to the coach, to the referee, to the person who dribbles, to the person to the goalkeeper, to the person who actually balanced who balanced the game at the midfield, to the person who passed the ball to a striker to score. Every one of them did the arithmetic, the mathematical teamwork. But what do? We single out the striker for celebration. We call the striker every form of good names and all that. But everybody contributed to that success. Somebody passed the ball to the striker. And when we do these things, it simply breeds jealousy in the life of people. And everybody now begins to want to be seen. Everybody hustles to be seen. So, and if you see a game where everybody wants to score, they will lose. The game will be a mess. But that's what society pushes people to do. Everybody must be on the limelight. Everybody mustn't be seen. But let's take another example in the military. If we talk about the military combat or war, behind the scenes, soldiers are equally as important as those in the front line, because they are the ones who covers them from being killed. We must take our time to salute, to commend, to recognize, and to appreciate all those whom God is using or has used to bring blessings into our lives. We must really learn to do this. Your business, your ministry, your whatever you do, somebody somewhere contributed, even when they are not seen. Somebody somewhere contributed. Even when nobody saw them, even when nobody know them, even when nobody heard about them, they faithfully, played their roles. So what do? You that is watching me, yes, you that is watching me, do you recognize people who have given you platform when you're rising? Do you call them out for people to okay, you get all the accolades, you get all the you get all the credit and all that. Do you really say, oh, but this person did this for me, this person did this for me? It's noble when you do that. Believe me, you that is watching me, do you do that? That your house help that actually held down those children with joy while you work for that success. How do you appreciate that person? That boy in your office that works, that don't, carry your business and your company as if it's his father's own or his own, with due diligence, with all his heart or her heart. How do you appreciate them? When they honor you, do you really recognize that only you can know that life is a synergy? You can't clap with one hand. Other people join to make it echo. Honestly, in that church, there are members who wash the toilet, who arrange the seats, who sweep the church, who does that. Nobody sees them. Nobody heard about them. But whenever you enter the church, is clean and neat. Who acknowledges them? Who actually gives them their flowers? You know, those people are gifted differently in life. People are gifted differently. You know, and you can't do this one. You can't do all by yourself. Everybody has something that created to do, you know. And in the musical world, for example, someone may write, another person may create a dance step, another person may sing magically, and another person may produce and promote. You know, eventually, you don't see most of them give credit to those who actually push from behind. No. You get you get the fame, you get the money, you get the endorsement, you get everything. But most times I don't hear them say, oh, this person actually wrote down this song. You will see people fighting, but I did. And when you become a lone voice, trying to like say, I did this, everybody looks at you as an enemy of progress and wants to tear somebody down and all that. But that's what society has made the whole thing look like. But people behind the scene needs to be appreciated, needs to be acknowledged, needs to be, you know, recognized as well by those who they have helped. You know yourself. In human body, honestly, for an instance, there are parts of body that you don't get to see, but they are part of, you know, they make performance in the body excellent. That without them you can't even live, but nobody sees them. Nobody sees them. But that's how important. Everybody is valuable. Everybody in that business. Certain people are behind the CEO that makes it work. In that church, there are certain people that back up the pastor in prayers, if not for anything. You know, they watch the pastor's back. Yeah, in that field, wherever you find yourself, those such people are everywhere. Who cares about them? Who notices? Nobody bothers. You know, just you move. Most times, even to mention them is a crime. Honestly. But they are as valuable and as important as the CEO, as that famous celebrity, as that pastor, as that priest, as whoever you can think that is worthy. If you're contesting the election, you're just one person. There are people that push you. There are people that put poster. There are people that do this, that do that. It's people that will fight, people that will scream, it's you that we want. After that, what happens? What do you do with them? Nobody sees them. Nobody knows them. Nobody hears about them. But it's down on you. It's you that we have to like give credit to those who know that suffered for you. You know, how many are we going to talk about? Are we going to talk about movie industry, from cameramen to the DOPs, you know, to welfare officers, to the producer, to the director, to the PM, to the real actors. In fact, all the general crew members, they are very important. Without this one, you can't do this one. Without this one, this one. But after everything, somebody becomes famous. And even answer greetings from those people who held that camera when who were telling you what to do and giving you the support and praising you and hailing you, you don't even bother. You know, people must learn to give credit and flowers to those who deserve it, honestly. Because that is this our attitude that is making a lot of people push, a lot of people fight, a lot of people struggle. A lot of people leave what they are called for to want to do what they are not supposed to do because they also want to shine as well. Honestly, and for you, who you know that God, your talent and your gift placed you, you know, in a place where you can't be seen, heard or known, don't start fighting or struggling to become somebody else. No. I know that it's not easy most times, but don't start trying to be what you're not called to be because it won't work out for you. You know, you don't have to start springing out to, you know, malicious politics in order for you to like, okay, it doesn't work like that. Stay where you are and be diligent. You know, your labor may not be seen. It may be unseen and uncelebrated, but there's something you're missing. That your reward is going to come from the man above. God, who sees in secret, who sees what every human being does, even when nobody is seeing. And he sees your heart, he sees your dedication, he sees your commitment, he sees the confidence in which you do what you do. He sees your joy in wanting to see that others succeed. And you know what? He will come through for you in areas you least expect. I'm telling you, because God knows. He understands. And he appreciates in ways no human can. Instead of looking for human reward, if God rewards you, you won't know yourself anymore. Because most times, even there, that place you are and that thing you're going through, maybe the foundation that will make you who God wants you to be. The things you learn, the pains you see, the things you endure, they shape you up. And you know that those things are being done to you that you don't like. You won't do it to another person. And you will not allow yourself rush into shame and disgrace. Yeah. Because you're valuable. Your role is very important. You're unique. And you're an asset. So don't let anybody deceive you. And don't deceive yourself as well. Yes. Every single person is valuable. We are the one who discriminate. We are the one who thinks that, oh, is it just this one? There's no just in anything anybody does for you in life. There's no just. When somebody holds an umbrella when it's raining in your life, even if that umbrella was leaking at that time, that's the best, only option you have. So it's not a just. If you live where you're given a 1 meal in a day, of course, it's one. It's not enough, but you never had the one. So it's not just. We should learn to understand that everywhere we go to, everybody that we see in life, whatever thing they do, they deserve the appreciation. You need to recognize that role, no matter how big you are. You must recognize that role. You must appreciate. You must remember. Because life is nothing. All is valuable. Every aspect of everybody is important. Every single person is important. Every single thing anybody has done. As you rise, as you climb, even as you're sitting pretty, even in that office, who brings you that water? Because so many people have poison. So many security people have killed their masters. So many house helps have poisoned people. So many things has happened and are happening. So when you have those dedicated people, it's grace. It's grace. It's not because you're too much. When you have people who help you willingly, who volunteers to serve to service or to do things for you with all their heart, it's not because you're too much. It's grace. So, and when you see those people, what do you tell God then? How you treat them is the report you're giving back to God. The report you're giving back to God, because He's watching you. He sent them. Don't wait until you go to that church. Don't wait. A lot of people respect their pastors more than they respect people that are around them. But you know what? What you do to people around you actually determines who you are genuinely. The other ones are eye service. Yes. We must take our time again, like I said before, to salute, to commend, to recognize, and to appreciate all those whom God has used and is using to bring blessings into our life. This is my message for us today. Don't ever forget this. Nobody is common. Nobody is ordinary. Nobody is just there. If you understand how the things of the Spirit work, you know that every time somebody is in your path, God positioned them. Yes. Every time somebody leaves a pin for you, God positioned them. Every time somebody gives you a pin, God positioned them. Because they can do any other thing with it. Be grateful. Ungratefulness is toxic. We can't scream about it enough. You can make different topics on it. Let's learn to understand that those who we commonize, they are carrying a whole lot of blessings. And we are all created by one God. And we are going to leave this world. And we'll go to answer to that one God. So please be careful what you do when you think you've arrived. When you think that, oh, because of what I give them. Loyalty is not just because of what you give. Some people can take that in and they won't be loyal. Yes. Some people, you can do all those heaven and earth for them and they will still be very ungrateful. So when you see those who help and push, who support what you do, no matter how small the way is, recognize them. Give them credit for what they do. Give them their flowers while they're alive. And God will remember as well. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be inspired with Buzopat. Follow me on Instagram. Be inspired with ambassador.buzo. At TikTok, be inspired with Buzopat. At Facebook page, be inspired with Buzopat TV show. And then Facebook group, be inspired with Buzopat. DM me as well, so that we'll do the things with you. I am waiting for your feedback. Like always, we'll do this. Infinite wisdom comes from above, and nobody is an embodiment of wisdom. I always say that. I live in peace. I will meet again in one piece. God bless you. Bye.